Hey everybody, how are you doing? I made it back. That was crazy. How is everybody? Hi, Jen. Oh, you just bought some pretty file folders. That's great. Hey, Charlotta, Karen, Laura, Diane, Teresita, Mary Ellen, Glum. Good to see everybody. Hi, Elizabeth. Who else is here? There's Leslie and Karen, Elaine. Okay, good to see you. What happened was I was down picking up prescriptions and we go to a military place. Hi, Avril and Dorothy. There's Michelle. Hey, oh, good. I'm so glad you waited. I'm sorry. It was like either I was going to have to go back tomorrow or just wait today. And I had a prescription for my husband and they had to, anyway, you need the mom update. Yeah, well, I'm going up tomorrow. I don't know exactly. The facility, the hospital looks beautiful. And I think that they're doing a lot there, a lot of tests and things like that. But I just need to go up there and see her because every time Kathy, my sister, puts me on FaceTime and she swears mom's talking, she never talks to me. So, I said, I'm coming up to see you, Mom, okay? Nothing. So it's like, I just need to go up there. So, yes, I hear you, Leslie. Free prescriptions. Very good. Hi, Jillian. Hey, Linda. So that is what's happening with Mom. Her condition, I don't think, has really changed, but, she's holding her own. And so I just want to go see her. And so I'm going to be driving up tomorrow. But there's a lot going on here today. I've been on phone calls all day and delivering things. And I don't know if Amy Powers is here, but she got a little package and I have stuff to send out to the team and just lots going on. So I wanted to, get that stuff done. So I don't think that this project is going to take a long time, but I have had it on my list forever. Hey, there's Frana. Good to see you. You had both Facebook and YouTube. I think some people do that. Michelle, I don't know. I think some people like put their answers on Facebook, but they watch on YouTube. You're not alone. And that gives me more views, so that's fine. I'm just kidding. I don't care. I'm happy that you will watch it on any platform. So, oh, there is Amy. Yes, I got a text from you, but I was driving. So, I have heard about this flip-flop journal, and actually I have to give props to Lisa Holt because she did one. I think she called it a night and day book, but it's a similar idea. And so what we're going to do is basically make two and flip it around so we can have two different sides to it. So this is the journal. And here's the thing. I need a notebook to write everything down in. I have a lot of notebooks for certain things, but I need to have like a work notebook and a life sketchbook notebook. So things like for Mom, for the family, I want to have one there and I want to have one work one so I can just flip it around when I want. Okay. Hi, Sheila. So that's what we're going to use today. So I had to run up and get my Big Shot Plus because it's on the dining room table. So I think I have everything. We'll see. This is going to be probably pretty quick. But I also wanted to say, while I'm here talking to you, I have another live at 6 o'clock or 6:10. I'm going live on the Scrap Chicks site, and I'm going to be going into their Facebook Lives to show what I'm doing at the retreat. And that's coming up in just like 3 weeks. So we're trying to get everything out there. And yes, I know, Amy, that's what I need it. I need to carry it with me. And that's why I'm not going to do it out of Mapboard. I'm going to do it out of file folder. It's not going to be a permanent, masterpiece of art. I'm just actually going to make the file folder covers and put a notebook in it. And that's it. But is somebody saying, have you tried to refresh? Are you not coming on? Oh. It's been weird today. Hey, there's Kathleen. Good to see you, Kathleen. Hope everything is good. Yeah, we're going to make a very easy project today. I have not prepared it except to get out a bunch of file folders because I do want some sturdiness to it. So I'm kind of going to look at the what it looks like and what it feels like. And then I'm going to pick one. Scrap Chicks. Yes, that is it, Glum. You are good. Yes. So I'm going to go live. That would be my time. I have a call with Trinity today because I was on Instagram stories and it was National Boyfriend Day and she had a boyfriend in the picture. So I was like, who is this? So we have a call at 5 o'clock and I'm going to get the scoop on this boyfriend. So, anyway, so at 6:10, then I'm going to go on the Scrap Chicks. So yeah, if anybody lives up in Canada, or even if you just want to get a look at this fun book that we're going to do, I'm going to do flip through. There are 2 of them. And yes, you can cover file folders with pattern paper. And that's, Gina, I'm glad you said that, because I know a lot of you are like, my file folders in the UK, you can't get any pretty ones or whatever, but you can use it as a base. So, and then you can just cover it with whatever paper you have. And it's going to give it a little more stability probably too. So, hi, Teresa. Hey, Karen. Facebook is having issues. Great. I hope that, see, you all look clear and I don't have any internet things coming up. So that's good. All right. Well, I am going to move along. Yeah, one other thing. There is, I don't know if you guys remember if you watched, but I had a friend of mine on the show. Her name was Dana Neild from Fave Crafts, and we were talking. And so she offered the opportunity for me to do a live over on Fave Crafts. And I said, sure. So I have a link. Wait a minute. Let me see. I'm really not that busy. Today I am busy, I will say. All right, wait a minute. Let me find the link because I did put it in. I'm glad I did this before I left. Yeah, here is the link. So if anybody wants to go to it, it's free. And you just have to sign up for it. And it's going to be fun. It's nothing for you guys. It's nothing like totally out of this world. And I have it somewhere, but it's pretty and it's fun. So if you're in the mood to make a fall notebook, or you could work ahead and you could do a Christmas one and just use a Christmas napkin, whatever you have. I do have, and it was the one thing I didn't get to do today, but I'm going to be listing some fall napkins. There's a lot of them. I think 15 or 16. They're really pretty. And there's also some sunflowers in it. And I can put up a video. I did actually like a reel that shows the napkins. So if you want to use those, if you have napkins you have, whatever, it's just going to be a fun make. And I thought, because I don't really know what the crowd is over at Fave Crafts, if they haven't seen this kind of idea before of using dies to make books, that I would do it fairly simple. So anyway, if you would just want to come and be on with me, that is at 11 o'clock my time on October 10th, which is Tuesday. So I probably will do a live also later, depending on how much I can think about in the car driving back from New York, because in the US we have it's Columbus Day weekend, so Monday is a holiday. So I'll probably come back from Mom's I'll be driving back on Monday. So depending on how much I get done, we'll see. But I will definitely be doing that. That one's ready to go. So if you want to go to that class, you're just going to copy and paste that link. That will get you to the site where it will have a picture of the project and you can register. It's free. You just have to have a spot. They want to know, where you're coming from. So that is happening. I also have next week, we have Lisa Horton, I think. Oh, and the other thing that we need to talk about is Comfort and Joy. No, Lisa Horton is the 18th. So I will keep you in the loop about that. But I did want to talk about Comfort and Joy. To those who don't know what it is, this is something that we did starting in the pandemic. And, people were at home. Nobody could see their families at Christmas. Everybody was kind of depressed. And so we did this event in the fan club and we called it Comfort and Joy. And the team did it for the group. And then I did like some stuff and, we had a great time. We made a journal that was kind of like a cumulative combination of everything that we did in the group. So through the years, it's changed a little bit. Last year we had an event on November 4th, or I can't remember what day it was, 5th maybe. It was the kickoff to our Comfort and Joy event. This year we actually got pretty far into it until life happened for several of us in the group. And we have decided to change it. It's still going to happen, but we're not going to do the kickoff event. And we're not going to do, we were doing 2 weeks of where in the group, in the Eileen Hall fan club, we did little events each day. So instead, we decided to spread it out over the whole month and also ask you guys to get a little more involved. And if any of you would be interested in doing some kind of little video or anything, we would love to have you on, and we can all share together. So if you're interested, if you even just want to post a project in the group like we usually do, that would be great. Any tips that you have for the holidays. And the other thing about it is we are also going to be on the team. The team is going to be doing the same thing, and we're gearing it towards recipes. And if you don't cook like me, a recipe can be anything. So like if you have some kind of cool technique that you want to share, it could be a recipe like, what do you need? What kind of things do you need to do it? And, we're not, yes, a whole month, Karen. You're in. Okay, good. Because we want to do it and we want to have the celebration, but it's a lot of us just can't commit and get dates that work. And I'm going to be traveling also. So we're still going to do it. It will just be a little bit different. I don't want to stop that event because I think the idea of it is really cool. And now, it's a tradition. We've done it for, this would be, I think, the 4th year. So we are going to do it. Next year might be something else. We might bring back the workshop day, and we would still like to do one in the spring when we have a little more time and hopefully things calm down. Yes, all November, it's going to happen. You don't have to sign up, Karen. It's just going to happen. We're going to have a blog post that will start it off, and we're going to talk about it. And then we are going to just be doing it throughout the month. So anytime you want to, if you have questions, if you have something you want to share, probably most of it will happen in the fan club. So if you're not a member, you might want to join. It's a really nice group. And I love that we have all November to get ready for the holidays and not be in a huge rush, for Christmas. So it's going to go all throughout November, and we're just going to be doing any die, anything, but just geared towards the holidays. Anything you want to share. It's really going to be fun. And yes, thank you, Glum. Glum put up the link for the Eileen Hall Fan Club. So please join us. Just make sure you answer the questions because we do check that. And if you don't answer, then we put you in the holding, like the holding cell. And then at the end of the week, So we hope that you will just answer the questions and be part of the group, and then we'll probably do it over there, most of it. I may do some live, so those would be here on my page, but they'll be shared in the group too. So we're still working on that because we kind of just came to that decision a couple days ago, but I wanted to let you guys know because, normally we would start having people sign up for it and everything right now, but we will be, if there's no sign up because there's no cost or anything. It's just a fun event. And so that's what's happening. Are you doing a list? Karen, what we were talking about was possibly doing a swap, but we haven't gotten to that yet, and we'll let you know, okay? So I think that would be fun, and we did do it before, and we are able to do it without too much trouble. So we're not too much trouble, but making it complicated. So we want to have it easy because everybody there's just a lot of me and the team, there's a lot of things going on that, mom and all that. So I don't want to promise that I can do an event and then I can't do the event. And so that's why we're kind of switching it up. But we yes, it will be fun, and it's actually gonna take longer, so that's good. We'll be going even more than we did last time, and you know, between all of us, who knows what's going to happen. It's going to be exciting and good. So I hope that you guys will join us. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say about that. All right, let me change this camera here. Oh, I didn't add myself to the stage. I got to do that. All right. Okay, so, oh, and I did want to show you, I've been doing some more watercolors. This one I thought was pretty good. It looks lighter in the, I think that the light is kind of bleaching it out here. Yeah, that one's upside down. I had to do one of all my favorite color. Oh, wait a minute. Now, why is it doing that again? It was fine before. Why are you doing this to me, camera? Ugh, that's so irritating. I don't know. Oh, there. Okay. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I was going to get a different background. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, that does change it. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Well, here's that one. And then that one was kind of a practice, and I changed the colors. But that one's kind of, but I was just going for the shapes. And my thing that I'm trying to do now is get to where I fill the page and it doesn't look awkward. Like I'm trying to get my leaves all going where they naturally would be, which is harder than you would think. And that one's just random different kind of flowers and leaves and stuff. So I'm working on some new kind of leaves. Anyway, thank you. It's really fun to do. And I needed some art therapy the other night. So that's what came out of it. So let's take a look here. I have a giant stack. I mean, this is ridiculous. But hey, Angie. Oh, thanks, everybody. These are some of my file folders. Now, I was thinking there's a couple ways I could do this. I may be able to cut one. Here's the die. So I want to have a different front and a different back so I know when I switch which one I'm at, like family, work, you know. So I don't want to do the same one twice. I want to do one on one side and one on the other. So here's my die, and I'm thinking I'm only going to make it so it holds one signature. That way it's not real fat and bulky, okay? Gina, I'm thinking about that. I have to figure it out because when I scan them, the color is not quite right. So I have to figure out how to do that. But anyway, I want to make, so I'm going to be cutting 2 journals, and then I'm going to put them back to back, and I'm going to glue the one side so there's a pocket in between the middle. And anyway, we'll do it. So I just have to pick 2 different, I'm going to leave that there so that maybe that'll ground the light there. So this is pretty, and this one is probably the lowest thickness that I would take. The Dollar Tree ones, they're actually kind of pretty, but they're really thin. So I would either have to back them again, you know. This one is pretty, and I have used this. These are real heavy, but I don't know if the contrast is different enough. I was almost thinking about 2 colors. So this one is good in the weight department, but not in the pattern, because the way it falls, they may look too much alike. Now this one could work, and we have done a project with this before, so I could do one on the front and one on the back, different color. This is not my favorite color. The other one is black, so that could work actually. I might do black and the teal, you know, that could be nice. And it's nice and sturdy. So this could be it. So I'm going to put that over there. This is another one. I haven't tried these yet, and I don't remember. Oh, okay. Home Goods, $4.99. Let me see all this because I don't think I even opened it yet. But I did like the idea of the plants. Yeah. Yeah, these feel pretty good. Not as heavy as the other one. And then you also have to look at the pattern. Like, it's going to be this way, probably. Maybe it would fit. Let's see. It would just fit height-wise. see, here's the line. So that could fit if I did it this way. So that's possible too. I like that kind of the gold foil. It's pretty. All right, I'm going to put this over here because that's a no. This will go in the maybe. This one is cute, but it's kind of kid-like, but I think it is probably pretty sturdy because it weighs a ton. But that would be fun, like for, I mean, Trinity might do that. Anyway, we'll see. Not today. This one is from Target, and these I can tell are not super heavy duty. That doesn't mean that I can't use them another time. I could back these with paper. Are you making one notebook with two different sides so you flip it over? Yes, that is what I'm talking about, Plum. I'll show you in 1 second. I think it's better to show it. Now this is, I don't mind this design. This is from Dollar Tree, but I know these are really wimpy. So they're pretty, but no. Now this is the other one that I thought about. These are from Target, and these are like the Magnolia. And I've never used them, but the reason I like these is there's color on the inside and outside. So these would be kind of pretty, you know, if we did, I think, and the other thing is you need two because you're going to be doing one front, one back. So these would actually be pretty, or maybe even the yellow. So that would stand out a little more. So that's possible too. So maybe I'll take a vote. You guys tell me. Here is one more here. And this was cool because these you can color in. And they're like really pretty. So I had gotten another one, and I think that one had butterflies. And I went back, and they were out of the butterflies, but they had birds. Or else it's all the same pack. I can't remember. This is not super heavy duty. But I really like these colors that are inside. You like the plaid, Amy? Yeah. Oh, okay, that's a different doodle. Oh, there's the butterfly one. Yeah, so it was the same pack. I thought there was one that was all. But I like the bird too. And it would be fun to color, like if you're waiting for a meeting to start, get your markers out and color. So that is cool, but I think that because of the weight of it, I don't know if it would be strong enough to act as a cover. I mean, once we put the notebooks in, that's going to spend, yes, I know that I would do it too. And that's why I kind of want to do that one, but we need to do this quick. So I need to come to a conclusion here. So what do you guys think? We've got the plaid, which is nice and strong. We have these house plants, which is kind of cool, and they're pretty good. I do like the foil. So it will be plaid, plants, and bees, let's say. What do you guys think? I'm just going to look at the top 6 and go with an answer there. Bees and plaid. Oh, I could do that. I could do. That might not be bad. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to just keep it in the family. Plants, bees, house plants, bees. Okay, so not the plaid. All right. Yeah, I did start late. I wasn't on when I was supposed to be. I was driving like a maniac. All right. Charlotta says bees, so let's do the bees. There were a lot of bees. And I could do more, so don't worry. If I don't do it today, I may do it another day. All right, so let's get these out, and I'm just gonna, they actually line up really easily, I think. All right, I need 2 of these, and I probably need to cut them down a little. And like I said, I'm only gonna do one fold. You know, I don't need this whole thing here. You know, I just want to have one signature thick. So these are gonna be skinny. So when I cut them, I think I'm just going to place them like that. Let's see. No, I got to think about front and back. Well, it doesn't matter because they alternate. Yeah, they're alternating. So that's not going to matter. So I may just chop it right there. I'll have 2, the front and the back, as long as this fits. Otherwise, I have to go like this. It's pretty tight. You know what? I'm just going to go this way because I don't want to have to worry about it. So I'm going to measure to there. I'm going to mark it over here. And we're going to just trim these down. And we're going to cut. Okay. So let me just get my crocodile because I might not. Oh, because I've been a busy bee today. I have. I can't take this stress. Ay, ay, ay. And then finding out about this boyfriend, it was pretty funny because I talked to my son and I was like, hey, do you know about this boyfriend? He's like, what? So I said, yeah, go on Instagram. So he goes on. He's like, I don't see anything. I said, it's in stories. He's like, ah. So he missed it. Anyway, I'm sure she will tell him. I don't want to get in trouble. All right, so here's my die. And it says front and back, but I'm not going to really worry about that because it doesn't matter which way, whether I go up or down. But I am going to have to chop this off, which I should have thought of. All right, so one more cut. Let me just do that over here. And I'm also going to have to run for a second and find some books to fit in here. Because this is going to be totally prefab. I'm not going to, you know, worry about making a book. I'm just going to, I have plenty of bought ones and I'm just going to use one of them. I may, like, oops, there we go. Okay, so I have this. And actually, this might even work like that, but I want to put the holes in because I want to string the elastic. So I'll do that. And it's going to give it a little bit of depth. Okay, so please, Lord, let this work. So I'm going to put these on here. I'm going to do, I have two. I think I can fit two at a time. So let's try it. And I just want to keep it straight. The only thing about stripes is, you know, they could get off track, off kilter a little bit. So I would like it to be straight. That's why I kind of wanted to go the other direction because I feel like this is more. And I'm just going to let it go a little bit over here because I think I do want to trim off. Oops, I think, yep, I did. So let me back this up. All right, let's see what we've got. I need to sew another diary cover using this die. Cool. You're always a kid. I know you can't, but it's painful. I mean, she's 17. Okay. All right, let's see what we have. Yep. Okay, now I'm going to trim this piece off. And I can see that I can feel that there's a line. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'll know where to trim. So I'm going to do this one. Oh, wait a minute. I have all four. Okay, I cut them all in one shot. I was thinking I had another one, but I don't. So that is, we're done. We're done cutting. I'm going to move this. And, all right, man, this is going to go in no time. Uh-oh. Oh, no. All right. What happened was, I should have done them too. All right. I have another one. That's what happens when you rush, guys. I'm just going to chop this one down to the size that I had. Because it went too much and it scored through. So I should have known. But I can use that for something else. I'm not worried. All right, well, good thing I had a whole pack. So think about it before you do it. And these are going to make cute little bookmarks or tags. These could be chopped up. These could maybe fit in like a library pocket, you know, put a tab on it. Could be like a little reminder. You know, the other thing you could do is just put like a little elastic in here and have that for like a pen. You could put a pen in here. There's plenty of things. These are nice and sturdy. So, all right, let's just, I'm just going to roll it through over here, guys. I'm not going to, this thing weighs a ton. So I just have to get the scoring on the right side. Okay, hang on. Okay. And I probably should have done it this way with the other one, because then I don't have to trim this off. But what I did was I put the fold over here so it just cut, and then I lined this up on the score line so it cut it right exactly where I wanted it. But that's okay. I'm going to trim this off. It's right here. And we should be good to go. All right. I know, I do like that. I forgot about it. Yeah. That's on me. Okay, so now we've got this little score line right here. So I'm gonna send that over. I'm gonna do that on all of them. The other thing I could do, I don't know, I'm just trying to be creative about, okay, now this is pretty wimpy. I'm going to reinforce that just with some tape. You won't see it. It's, I just don't want that to go through. This one should be okay. Yeah, that one feels good. Okay, so here is what I'm talking about, finally. All right, I'm going to put this on the back cover. This will be the front. So here's this. All I'm going to do is glue that down together and do the same with this one. You know, make my little book. And then I'm going to just turn this over and glue that down to that. And so it's going to be open this way and it's going to open this way. Does that make sense finally? Hi, Marion. How are you? Yes. Okay. No, too much pressure. I just put too much through. That was stupid. Hey, Darlene. Good to see you guys. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just put these together. This is how simple. I mean, I was taking this whole time and it's this simple. Oh, this got knocked over. Let's see how this is going to do. Oh, still good. I love this thing, guys. It's good. And I think, I don't know which one will be work and which one will be life. Maybe this will, well, there's stress in both of them, but we'll see. All right, so I'm just lining the holes up and press that down. And that's really, when you have a lot of pattern, that's a good way to know that you got it right where you wanted it. See how you can see through there? And if, you know, I like the glue because then you can move it over if you have to. All right, we got it fairly straight. That's not bad. So let's let that just sit for a minute. And probably I wouldn't have had that show up. I didn't notice it. That's like the Dabney Lee. It's kind of a cool little zebra. So that's okay. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing. Let's see. This one is a little more sturdy, so I'm going to make this the front cover. And this is the one where we had to reinforce it a little, so you hardly even know. So I'm going to put my glue on here, and then we'll have our next one. So these, I think, would be really cool if you had, like, if you wanted to sell them at a show. You know, they go together so fast, and I mean, these are pretty inexpensive. You can find them, or cover the manila ones with just pretty paper, and you can customize them. That one didn't poke through. So, and they make pretty gifts too, I think. Because who doesn't need a notebook, especially like New Year's? You know, that would be a nice Christmas present. And they're big. That's what I like about them. You know, the others are good too, like for like an art journal or something that you don't need to do a big giant page. But when I'm writing, like, I want to have room. Okay. So, whoops. No, I didn't let that dry long enough. All these things I do wrong just for you. Okay. So ideally, I would let this sit for a minute. Now I am going to go and look at what books I have in my stash. And all right, so let's see what goes. Now these are some that I got at I think Dollar General, and I think they're really pretty. Let me just make sure they fit. It might be a little small. Where do you find one? Carrie, what are you looking for? Yeah, the glue gun helper. Yeah, I got it at May's. Oh, that's cute. And it kind of goes with the bees, you know? And I got it because of the watercolors. But these are all pretty, and they would go. All right. These are from Dollar Tree, and they were nice and thick. So I'm not sure about that. That would be, I mean, I like it because you could write on a page and know, you know, if you had like a price list or something, I like that because you can read the numbers, you know, with the different colors, but that's kind of wild. I could cover that with paper though, so that's not a big deal. And I do have 2 of these, so maybe once this dries a little, I'll see how that fits inside. Here's another one from Dollar Tree. These are really nice notebooks, and these fit. Let's put that one. So, you know, that one is actually a nice size. Here's another one. And what I've done with these, sometimes I take them out, I go to the center, and these are stitched, which is nice because they stay together really well. Hey, Linda. And I cut them out, and then I make a different signature out of the cover. But lately, it's like, you know, first of all, that one's not horrible. It's pretty bright, and it doesn't really go with this, but I could just cover this with paper and just wrap it around. That would be fine. So why do any more work than you have to? That one I would definitely cover, and this too. But the paper in it for $1.25, that's a lot of work that I don't have to do. And, you know, if I'm in a rush like now, I don't have to think about it. I can just take what I have and adapt it. So let's just see if this is ready to bend. And then we can glue this together, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's see if these fit. And once we put the elastic in here, that's going to help it stay together too. See, now this might be a good thickness. Look at that. That's pretty good. What do you think? The one with the plants. Match your folder with the plants. That's true. Well, I can do more than one. Good sign in. Yes, it would be. Yep. Oh, now that's pretty. That one is pink, even though I don't really have any pink. These lines are what are kind of crazy, but I'm kind of thinking these. I could cover these later. I do like that they have nice lines. These do too, but these go out all the way to the end. Use every inch. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I might use these, even though these are so pretty, but I could save these for the plant one. And I mean, I could whip out another one of these in like 10 minutes using these. So I think I will go ahead and use these books. That kind of goes, but they're just plain notebooks. And let me show you how I want to put it together. So let's do, let's say those two. All right, let me move these. So now we have to put them together. Just want to make sure that you fold over all the way. It's probably a good idea to. Hi, Nat and Ken. Yes, thanks for coming by. All right, that one goes easily because that one was already bent. I think I might have some extra. Let me just put this down. There's trimmers everywhere. I think I didn't see all the way to the edge, so I have extra stuff flopping around here. So is everybody okay? Everybody's good? Life is crazy, guys. But it's exciting. I had a call today with my friends at Scrappin' in the City out in Knoxville, and we were planning our classes out there. So that's going to be fun. If anybody lives near Knoxville, you should definitely check their store out. Okay, let's just put this together so you see what I'm talking about. Okay, so my thought is now we have our two little notebooks. Once I do the elastic, these will be strung in. So all I want to do is take this one and turn it over and put this one like that. And then I have front and back. I have two, two different. The other thing that I was thinking would be, because I do want to close these, and I also want to have a pen loop, because no matter what book I work in, I have this one, I have my little pen loop. And this is actually the pen loop from the journal die. And then I can put my pencil in. So I have that on here. I have all of these different little books where I measured it just to put my, my pencil in. So whatever book I want to write in, I have my pencil. So I would probably do the pen loop on one side of these. So I don't know where, but I would put it like right here so that I can just take I would have to do it right here so it matches. So I could kind of even tuck that into here and have that not sticking out, so it's gonna be a pain. All right, let me get my elastic. I organized my elastic the other day. I wish I could show you how beautiful it is right now. This is probably 1.5. Let's see. Maybe it's 2. This is 2, but that's okay because this is a pretty big, the distance from here to here. When it's a larger book, I make it a little bit thicker. So I'm just gonna do 2 of these. And you could use any color, whatever's pretty and matches. Actually, I have some gold, which would, that would be really pretty. Might have to go with gold. Wait a minute. I can use that again. I have a bag. I only know because I was looking through it the other day when I cleaned it. This, I think, is from my mother-in-law who died in 1995, but the elastic is still working. So I'm going to keep using it. This one is, this one's 1.5. So that's okay. It's all right. So we're just going to cut this in half. And to know how much I needed, I just measured this 4 times. So I know I wanted to go up and down in each book. All right. Anyway, I think I'm going to have to end this after I get these tied in because I have my call with Trinity and I have to find out, and that's at 5 o'clock. She has gymnastics and cross country, and we had to actually make an appointment when we could talk. So inquiring minds must know. But basically, I'm just doing this before I put them together because I think it's just less trouble. Okay, so that one is pretty. Just do this, and then I'm going to glue it, and then we'll be done. But isn't it a cool idea? I kind of feel like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the good Eileen and the bad Eileen. It can be anything. It can be an art journal, and then also maybe you're writing a book, or, you know, who knows, your shopping list and your, you know, favorite quotes or something like that, or things you want to check out on the internet, or I don't know. Could be anything, any two things. And you could swap these books in and out, you know, you don't have to, like I have 4 of these notebooks, so I could just switch, and I will trim them after. Just want to make sure they're lined up right. Yeah, I think. And then all I'm going to do, I think I'm going to glue this because sometimes this shiny, it doesn't stick, the double-sided tape doesn't stick. So now I can think about, do I want to have a folder part or a pocket that goes down this way or this way? And I'm kind of thinking this way if I want to slip a paper in here, or I don't know. I just think that would be more, I don't know. You could go either way. I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to do the top pocket. Okay. Actually, I'm not, because you know what? Sometimes I can't get in there. It's easier to reach in this way because this is wider. So never mind what I just said. I'm going this way. And then I'm going to put a heavy book on top of this and let it sit and make sure that this really has time to dry. And I may even give this a little bit extra glue because I don't want that coming apart. And then I may put a title on the cover so I remember which one is which. And I have several dies that have labels, and so I'll probably cut one of them out of the opposite file folder design and put that on there. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe a color. We'll see. Okay, now just make sure you have the other one going the other way. And I'll just do it like this, and boom. Just make sure they're even. Cool. And the other thing that I was thinking, you could just take, like, I have some elastic that is just like a heavier, it's like a headband. Let's see here. These things. Now these are pretty small, but it's like this idea. It's almost like a, see, these are too skinny, but if you have like this kind of elastic braid, I think they call it. I have other ones that are more, see, I organize, oh, here they are. They're right here. Oh, let's see, maybe that one would be nice. Oh yeah, this one is even better. So these are just headbands that I got at Dollar Tree. So I could do this. The only thing is sometimes they come off and you can't find them, or they, you know, you leave them somewhere. So what I like to do is kind of stitch them in somehow. So I may do that. I don't know. Or if you were doing it on the side, you could punch a hole, put your knot through the middle, pull it out, and then you'd have elastic and it would stay in. But anyway, that's my thought for today. And it worked, and I'm so happy. One little thing that I didn't cut right, but that's okay. I will Actually, you know what I could do with that? Let me find it. I can use that to cover my notebook inside. You know, if I don't like this cover, I can just cut that down and put that on there. You know, maybe like that, you know, trim down and just put that inside. So, you know, there's always ways to use it. This also could be a fun little pocket over here. You could just slit, you know, do like a slice like that and have a file folder pocket. That would strengthen it and give you more places to put stuff, because there's always receipts and little pieces of paper and stuff like that. So I think this is really practical, and I'm going to use this and I'm going to bring it on my trip tomorrow. So thank you guys for coming with me. Also, you can shoot those elastics that you're not these. This one is really pretty. It's almost spongy like foam, but I mean, it's the perfect width here. So yeah, I don't think it would hurt anybody, but rubber bands, they would. Anyway, thank you guys. So if you want to sign up for the class, I can put that in the group, and I'll be putting that on social media also, because I should have posted it sooner, and I don't know, my brain is not always too hot these days. But thanks everybody for coming. Hi Isabel, thanks for coming. Angie, Linda, Belinda, oh good to see you, Belinda. Yeah, but I mean, think about it when you see these file folders, because there's so much you can do with them. And you know, you don't always need to have, I love my mat board, but you know, for this, you're not going to keep this forever. I mean, it's pretty nice, but you know, they get handled, you know. The other thing I thought about was, this is crazy, but you know how we used to cover our books with the paper bags? I was thinking of doing that, or making some kind of little pouch that you could carry it. I just get carried away. But anyway, it's a fun thing to think about as I drive and do all my little things. What can I make? So thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you on Tuesday at the Fave Crafts class, and then hopefully later. And I may do one from the hospital. It looks beautiful. My sister was showing me these mosaics that they have in the hallway by the elevator. They're so pretty. Little half-inch glass tiles that when you stand back, they look like birch trees, and then you get close and you can see each little tile. So anyway, I'm excited to see this beautiful hospital and my beautiful mom and have some good time with her. And so I will be back, and I'll see you soon. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and have a good weekend. All right, bye everybody.